sir. This is not... We're not...
Welcome to Ms. Mojo Glow. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 LGBTQ+ love triangles in movies and television. Number 10, Elio, Oliver, and Marcia, Call Me By Your Name. We remember the connection between Elio and Oliver the most from Call Me By Your Name, but Elio's relationship with Marcia makes up a large chunk of the story. As Elio comes to terms with his attraction to Oliver, he sort of leaves poor Marcia in the dust. But these two prove that friendship can endure. When Oliver leaves for the summer, Elio and Marcia reconcile. They may not rekindle that romantic flame, but their connection is beautiful nonetheless. Number 9, Liz Taylor, Tristan Duffy, and the Countess, American Horror Story Hotel.
I don't share. Maybe when I'm done with him.
This entry is sexy and scary. Tristan Duffy is one of the many lovers of the mysterious Countess. He starts off as your resident bad boy, but when he begins a love affair with Liz Taylor, a transgender woman, he becomes something more. Liz doesn't see Tristan as just a pretty face, or, a blood-drinking monster. Unfortunately, their affair doesn't sit right with the Countess, and she murders Tristan in revenge. We'll always appreciate the tender connection between the two. Number 8, Piper Chapman, Alex Voss, and Larry Bloom, Orange is the New Black. Larry and Piper may have started out in almost wedded bliss at the beginning of this Netflix original, but as it's wont to do, prison threw a wrench in their happiness. Add in a drug-dealing ex-girlfriend, and you've got a love triangle for the ages. When Alex shows up at Litchfield, old feelings between her and Piper resurface, causing Piper to question her relationship with Larry.
Alex, you're not a detour from my life. You are my life.
In the first couple of seasons, fans went wild speculating who Piper would choose. Number 7, Ian Gallagher, Mickey Milkovich, and Trevor, Shameless. Ian and Mickey are one of the best shameless couples, but family, crime, and random marriages to Russian women kept getting in their way, keeping the boys in relationship limbo for quite a while. Enter Trevor, the sensitive social worker who catches Ian's eye. Trevor was there for Ian when Mickey couldn't be, supporting him through his mother's death. But you can't stop true love. Mickey always found his way back into Ian's life, and Ian could never say no.
I now pronounce you husband and husband.
No.
Yes, now.
Number 6, Kora, Asami Sato, and Mako, The Legend of Korra.
So, you do like me?
Yes, but I like Asami too. I don't know, things are complicated. I've been feeling really confused
For most of this beloved animated series, Mako was either with Asami or he was with Kora. The back and forth was enough to give you whiplash, but towards the end of the series, the romance between Asami and Kora eventually took center stage. It was so touching to watch them go from foes to fast friends to lovers. And that final shot of them walking off into the spirit world together? Cue the waterworks. Number 5, Willow Rosenberg, Tara McClay, and Daniel Oz Osborne, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Relationships with werewolves are always tricky business. Afraid he wouldn't be able to control his transformations and might endanger Willow, Oz skips town. This left Willow and audiences heartbroken, but it also left space for Willow to grow her relationship with Tara, eventually leading to the duo being one of the most iconic lesbian couples on television.
I am, What? Yours?
Even when Oz came back, Willow couldn't leave Tara behind. Number 4, Ellie Chu, Paul Munsky, and Aster Flores, The Half of It. In this coming-of-age film, Paul has a giant crush on popular girl Aster, but isn't very good at expressing himself. So he enlists shy Ellie Chu to write love letters to Aster while pretending that she's Paul. But unbeknownst to Paul, Ellie also harbors secret feelings for Aster. As Paul and Ellie become closer, Paul develops feelings for Ellie, but also Aster has feelings for Paul, who's really Ellie. This is getting confusing. No one really gets the girl in this one, but Ellie does share a romantic kiss with Aster and saves her friendship with Paul.
I'll see you in a couple years.
Number 3, Alex Pizecki, Natalie Nat Bailey, and Gigi Gorbani, The L Word Generation Q. Alice and Nat are together at the start of the series, but Alice has trouble dealing with Nat's ex-wife Gigi, who also happens to be the mother of Nat's kids. Not exactly someone you can ignore. But one night, when Nat admits she still has feelings for Gigi, things get interesting. The three women end up trying to have a throuple. While it doesn't quite work out for the threesome, this is a type of relationship we rarely get to see on television.
You tried to make it work with my ex-wife because you thought it would make me happy.
I did.
Yeah.
I really did that.
I know.
Number 2, Adam Groff, Eric Effiong, and Raheem, Sex Education. Adam bullies Eric constantly, culminating in a sexual encounter that falls into a harmful trope, the bully only being homophobic because he himself is gay. But the show corrected that choice brilliantly in season 2. The onus of helping Adam come to terms with his sexuality is never put on Eric. Instead, the audience gets to see Eric in a healthy relationship with Raheem, and Adam is given the space to deal with his rehabilitation on his own. This choice makes the moments where Eric and Adam do come together, along with that final scene at the school play, all the more moving.
I want to hold your hand.
Number 1, Andis Delmare, Jack Twist, and Alma Beers Delmare, Brokeback Mountain. Jack and Andis took the world by storm in this heartbreaking country song of a movie. The two men sleep together during their time herding sheep and begin a secretive romance that continues even as they both marry and move on with their lives. Andis' wife Alma eventually finds out about her husband's affair and the two come to blows. But what stings about this particular entry is that even when Andis and Alma divorce, Andis can't bring himself to be with Jack. Alma was never the one standing in his way. It was just Andis himself.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Then why don't you